Due diligence law of Germany is a critical game changer in enforcing respect for labor laws and human rights in countries where German multinational companies operate. It promotes ethical and labor policy responses to fairer and inclusive workspaces. It also sets standards that help strengthen the trade union movement to protect labor rights and as well as ensure compliance. And as FCS, we support the progressive project of transformation for progressive change. Therefore, we want to make sure that when transformation happens, it happens in a just manner.
So in our view, the law includes a couple of union-related issues, such as the freedom of association, the question of decent work, or health and safety questions. However, we think that the law can only unfold its full potential when we really know what is happening along the supply chain and also in the companies in other countries.
This law would set standards that must be followed, and in these standards, they must also set reporting system in case of any violation. And that then would put the suppliers on task. It would put these multinational companies on task. And that then is an advantage to the workers because then the issue of decent work will be realized. It is very important then for us in Sub-Saharan Africa, in Germany, those who are under automotive sector to network, to be in solidarity, to be able to make sure that in the countries where we come from, this law is implemented.
The due diligence law is looking at how the companies will work closely with the union so that the workers' rights are looked into.
I think for me, due diligence should be a law that will give workers better working conditions, a law that will benefit the workers into the bettering their lives, and also that there should be training before implementation of this law so that workers and also union representatives can be able to understand the technicalities behind this law, and also that they know that if it's going to have a negative or positive impact into the lives of the workers.
We are very much excited because this law is going to promote decent work. It is also going to promote environmental safety and protection. And it's also going to promote issues of forced labor and child labor as well.
The Act is going to help children in Ghana, protect them from child labor and stuff. And then when it comes to employees' wages, it's going to also protect them because some employees work extra without any pay. So when it comes to the lack of occupational safety, I believe the Act is going to really help employees with their work because in terms of working gears and equipment for work, some workshops don't really have those things to work with.
So we don't see this law as a magic bullet, but we see it as having significant potential. We see it as a potential tool to build stronger union solidarity across companies and across countries. We also see it as an opportunity to help trade unions go beyond a workplace view towards a larger supply chain view or global view of their industry. And all the unions we talk to also see it as an opportunity to potentially fight strongly again in favor of the standardization of working conditions in the global south. And finally, they also see it as a potential tool to expand their outreach in the companies that are still unorganized and towards workers' non-standard forms of employment.
In the implementation, we have to consider the local laws and how we have to intermarry these laws to the local laws.
There needs to be enough awareness raised to the trade unions, the workers, and the companies that are involved in this. First, they can be able to understand what is in place of them and how they can implement the law and what is required of them. Secondly, there needs to be a clear complaint mechanism. So to give the client a safe space, there needs to be a clear complaint mechanism.
Innerhalb unseres Sub-Sahara-Volkswagen-Netzwerks treffen wir uns regelmäßig und tauschen Informationen und unsere Erfahrungen aus. So unterstützen wir uns gegenseitig, unterstützen unsere internationale Solidarität. Ein Lieferkettengesetz soll einen rechtlichen Rahmen schaffen, um den Schutz der Umwelt-, Menschen- und Kinderrechte entlang globalen Lieferketten zu verbessern. Ein gutes Leben für alle gibt es nur, wenn Menschenrechte, Umwelt und Klima weltweit geschützt werden. Auch in globalen Lieferketten europäischen Konzernen oder Unternehmen. Wir als ganze Gremium Euro- und Weltbetriebsrat mit unserer Präsidentin Daniela Cavallo an der Spitze sind dafür sehr überzeugt, dass das ist ein großer Schritt in die richtige Richtung. Solidarität forever.
It's true that we may not solve, all the problems in the supply chain, but at least it's a first attempt to make reporting mandatory instead of voluntary. And then that actually, to us, it's very important.
The German supply chain law is a big success for the labor movement and the civil society. We have fought for it for so many years. Issues of human due diligence are no longer voluntary for companies. Now they have to implement functional risk management in their business.